A good friend of mine, I tried helping him out of bullying situations, and he was of Hispanic descent. These punks thought they can get the best of him, and I got into a fight, and I got suspended for about 2 weeks because they were picking on him, and I tried to hold him off while he ran to go get help or whatnot. I mean, I whooped their ass. Believe me, I did. It was in junior high. I whooped them severely, all three of them. Yeah, I came out with some major bruises and everything, but I survived long enough to give all of them a good scar right to the face. But I didn't stop them. That violence, I mean, it felt great to just stand up for something you believe in. But when when it solves nothing, um, he was 13. He I'm gonna cry now over my own story. He hung himself in his room. He was only 13. I tried so hard. I tried so hard. But I couldn't do it. I couldn't save him. He had so much to live for. Okay. He had so much to live for, and suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary thing. I mean, I've dealt with it as a kid growing up, but I never gave up. That's why I decided to choose to be a police officer or a security guard. I've dealt with people picking on other kids inside the mall, and I harp on them, even though I'm not supposed to, but I get a little agitated over it, and I tell them to. Oh gosh. I'm sorry. I tell them to get out of the mall and don't come back. If I catch you picking on this kid again, I will have you banned. I don't think I can ban him for that. Well, yes, I can. It's harassment, and it's not tolerable. The police will be involved, and I will be sure you are banned for a year. I tried so hard to help my friend. I'm not releasing his name. If he would have stuck around just a little longer, he would have made it through. That's why I took martial arts and everything, and learned from a friend in Japan. He's in Japan now. He's in a. I still communicate with him. He's in tournaments now. He taught me to. He taught me to self defend myself. A lot of good features that he taught me, and it's worked. I mean, when I was bullied and I had to stand up for myself, they never bullied me again because they knew they couldn't get to me or they wouldn't be able to kick my ass because I gave them down in a heartbeat. But every time I knock someone out who's been pestering this poor kid, punches were about to be thrown, I get in the way and I take control. And every time I do, I think I'm my friend. I will not let these kids commit themselves to suicide because of these fucking pricks that think they're all bad and think and think they can do whatever they want and get away with it. I got into quite a few fights, but they were all for a good purpose. One kid said to me, "I don't know how much longer I can take this." And I told him, "With me here, you won't have to worry about a thing." And he told me if I hadn't done what I did, he would have committed suicide that night. He's good. He's my age. Um, Actually, no, he's older. He's 21. He's got a little girl, and he's got a wife now. He's doing pretty good. He makes lots of money. I don't know where he works. He won't tell me that, but he's doing pretty well. I'm happy for him. I've done a lot of things that no other person has done. It makes a difference when you decide to do something for somebody else. It really has a big change on them. Just imagine if I hadn't done what I did for that guy, he might be dead too. So I'm proud of myself for what I've done, for my job, what I'm doing. Yeah, it has some major risks, but I'm doing it for a good purpose. It's what started it all. My inspiration goes out to my friend. I want to thank him. If it weren't for you, I probably wouldn't be where I am today. I'm sorry you did what you did. I wish I could have helped more. You should have told me. I got suspended from school for another month because when I heard of what he did, I knew it was their fault. I know violence never solved anything the first time, but I went back there and I fucking whooped them hard. All three of them. Because then what the principal had told me that Francisco... Oh, I said his name. He tried to get help. And it didn't work. So, he did what he did. And when I finally heard about it, I found all of them sitting together. And the boss guy, who seemed to be the major asshole of the situation, he figured out that he had hung himself and he went to a new target. And I didn't want him to. I beat the shit out of all three of them. Their so-called leader first, and I told him, if you ever bully someone again, this is a promise, not a threat. I will snap your neck. And he didn't snitch on me or nothing. And he never bullied anyone again. And his little sidekick buddies were also terrified of me. As long as I was going to school there, they were not going to bully anyone else. And I have succeeded a great thing. The one time that violence actually solved something. But it's never something you should do. I had a purpose for it. It wasn't the right one, but it definitely worked. But never use violence to solve anything. It's been hard. Every time I think about it every once in a while, it still gets me. I never cried to these videos because they aren't my personal life. But that's a background story. I got bullied from the first day I started kindergarten all the way up until I was 13. And I just had enough. And I started helping, and it was too late. just too late. Oh jeez. I'm going to cut the video. Sorry guys. Okay, on the flip side.